Okay, hello and welcome everybody. This is going to be a Total War Attila mod impressions, or basically just mod review. This is from the same makers of the expanded campaign, which you obviously get for the general base vanilla Total War Attila. Basically, it's just faction unlocks for some of the factions. This is primarily the same thing, but for the new DLC that's just come out. So if you have the Last Roman DLC, then obviously this would be very good for you. You generally start off with the Roman expedition, Vandals, Ostrogoths, Frankish, and Visigoths. Swabians were free LC, so that doesn't really count. But the three new factions you can play as, which have been unlocked, this is literally all the campaign map anyways. There's no, minus the Sardinians, which you haven't got an unlock for yet. They may add that. That's every faction, I think, in the Last Roman. Also, if you haven't checked out already, I'm currently doing a Visigoths campaign. Not Visigoths, sorry, Vandals campaign. I've just done part 1 that's been released, so check it out on the channel. And obviously I'll be carrying on that campaign to the end. I'll be releasing episode 2 by tonight as well. And so on and so on. So the few new factions are, obviously, the Roman Empire, which is the Eastern Roman Empire at the time. Roman Expedition, obviously, going out to reclaim old territories. Justinian is the one who sends you out to do that, and obviously you can play as them. We will go to the campaign map to see what they start off with, how it's balanced and stuff like that, because obviously some things may be a little bit OP, or see what kind of units they've got. Roman Empire is going to be self-explanatory what units they've got anyways, but we also got the Berbers, which are in Africa. Obviously this is placeholder icons, because obviously it's the Roman Expedition ones. Oh wait a minute, let's go back. So the faction traits are income plus 5% interest on treasury end of turn, and then trade tariffs 50%. But it's the same as the Eastern Roman Empire in the normal game, I think, because obviously they have a lot of trade. So let's go back to the Berbers now. Piracy, 100% increase to income from raiding all provinces and sea regions. Sabotage specialist. This is the same as the Vandals, because obviously I'm playing the Vandals, so I know what they're like. But it's because they're based in Africa. And we've got the Burgundians, which will be in France. Battle honour, no penalty to integrity from casualties suffered in battle, and Hellenic heritage, plus 3% experience with cavalry units upon recruitment, and then reformation of the Western Roman Empire, control fort regions to gain diplomatic option, join empire. So we're going to quickly go over all three of these in the campaign map. It's a bit weird it's doing that now, it's because I clicked on the Vandals probably, so it changes when you click on them. Bit weird, but yeah, I will go into the map for all three factions and see what units they got, what armies they start off with, and what kind of treasury. So I'll see you on the campaign map. Okay, so this is the campaign map for the Eastern Roman Empire. Obviously, we have started off with quite a few army stacks by the looks of things. Oh shit, you have a hell of a lot of army stacks. Jesus Christ, you have loads. Okay, so our income's pretty good as well, so you see what I mean by this being a little bit overpowered. Obviously this will probably have to be rebalanced, but let's upgrade these guys. So you start off with, let's check armies, forces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a full army stack, 6, full army stack, 7, 8, whoa, 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 9, 10, 11, 12 armies. Obviously the whole premise for this, what I've gathered from the campaign so far, is obviously the Roman Expedition force will take a land, and then these guys will sail over to it to kind of defend it. Because obviously they're in horde mode. This is a part of the Western forces as well, though, if it makes any sense. You start with Justinian. Probably because it's not a legit function in the game so far, unless they do a DLC for it, like faction unlock or some bullshit. Themselves, like culture pack, which I don't think they've ever done for a DLC before. Maybe a new low if they did. This is what we start off with. Basic shit as well for researching and stuff, as you would expect it. And let's actually look at these units. We've got Limitani, which is Federates, Fondatores, Federati Cavalry, same kind of general mix you generally get. Same thing with that, I don't think there's any difference. Minus the sword units here, we've got Explorates, and we've got a Scout Equites. Obviously just different skins for it, but same function as before. What can you build? What's the biggest city? Let's have a look, let's have a look, let's have a look. Can we build any extra troops? Okay, we can build Scutatai, Scottized spears, Tegamato cavalry, Equites Promotai, Federati. So you've got a lot you can use already, because these guys are going to be beefed up. So that is the Eastern Roman Empire. To be honest, I would never really play these guys because how many army stacks you do start off with, but this is obviously what the base game has, and the guys just unlocked it, so bear that in mind. If the guy was actually doing a proper thing for this faction, you'd probably delete a hell of a lot of the armies and just kind of balance it out a little bit better. I don't know, it depends. Tell me your thoughts in that, if it would be a cool idea or not, if a modder did do that. Now we're going to go over to the Berbers, and then we're going to go over to the Burgundians. So I'll see you all on the Berbers map. Okay, and now we are looking at the Berbers. Obviously they have less money, less food, etc, etc, but they've got quite a few settlements to work with. You're only going to be based in Africa. This is your first army stack, which is obviously a very, I wouldn't say that maxed out. Again, mediocre troop-wise. You're going to have the Vandals to the east of you. I'll check the diplomacy in a minute. Got an agent, got two agents actually, a small fleet, another small army stack. So this is quite more balanced out, but again, this is from CA side of it. This is just a faction unlock. But you do have a lot of territories to upgrade, so you get your money back anyway. So I'd say with these guys, have a force in the east, have the force over here, in case the Visigoths attack or anything like that. But you may be left alone for a while, so you might be able to build up all your settlements, get extra money, that kind of thing. Obviously build your food up, sanitation, you name it. You can build yourself up first, because look, there's a lot of land development you can use. Everything's very good, sanitation and squalor. This one's the only bad one, but you build sanitation, like you've got that there, so sanitation will go up. So these guys, you build things up gradually with the money you've got, and then from there you start building more troops. Diplomacy wise, you only met 4 factions that you're not actually liked by the 2 that I said, so they're going to be very hostile towards you and probably declare war on you at some point. Sardinians, okay. Yeah, so Swabians don't like you either. Sardinians do like you, but obviously they're going to be war with these guys. Okay, that is of the Berbers, and now we're going to go over to the Burgundians. I'll see you all on the campaign map for them. Okay, and we are here on the Burgundians campaign map. I apologise if I didn't go over the units on the Berbers, but I assume it's the same thing as what we had before. It's basically just reskins of what we have in Attila itself. Because look, these guys are obviously all the same, minus this one. You've got barbed skirmishers, which is... I was saying that Burgundians get them, actually, because that's in the faction unlock ones, the culture packs. But the Berbers, I assume it's just reskins of the African units anyway, so kind of like the Eastern Roman Empire ones we looked at, with Germanic horsemen. So they might as well go over the armies first, as I've been talking about. Agent, 2 agents. We've got another smaller army stack, same kind of troops. Another one with Burgundian axemen, and that's the faction leader. It is pretty cool. Germanic horsemen and then Germanic raiders, same things as well as before. So you got 3 army stacks by the looks of things. Yep, 2 agents. Money seems alright, you got a hell of a lot of food. And obviously you are already at war with the Franks by the looks of things. Yep. Oh, okay, we do have another faction here. We've got the Busquets. And obviously no one else likes us actually, so quite a bad spot. You're bang in the middle. You've got the Frankish Empire to the north of you, which you are already at war with, and there. So you probably most likely need to take this out. And then start pushing up towards them, taking it out. And then you've got to deal with the Ostrogoths at some point as well. So it's not actually the best spot, and the Visigoths below you as well. So you're bang in the middle. It's quite a hard campaign then with these guys. So if you want a bit of a challenge, then that is your thing. Assume it's just one guy as well. Yep. With that, and then obviously technology, it's going to be the same as probably what they have in the vanilla one. Assume they have for that. What else do we go over? Infrastructure. You can build a few things up, but some stuff is level 2s already. You're stuck in the middle there, so you want to take Lemonum and Avelicum, so you can get a full province. So yeah, that is Burgundians. Bit of a harder one. So I think the best one to start off with maybe would be the Eastern Roman Empire if you don't want too much of a challenge. Then it's the Berbers, and then obviously for a really hard challenge it is the Burgundians. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said earlier, if you haven't checked it out already, I am doing the Vandals Let's Play for The Last Roman, so go check that out. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I do a lot of mod reviews, especially recently. There's quite a few been coming out, so all impression videos. Let's Plays is gone down a little bit because I don't have as much time for them, but I'll try and do mod campaigns and obviously the odd vanilla campaign for DLC or just for the game itself. They do take a little bit longer, but I will try and get back onto them at the moment, so bear that in mind, and give the video a like, it always helps, and tell me what you think of this mod. Obviously the last mod one, it's the same thing, but you get more factions for the vanilla version of the game. This is for the Last Roman, so you get an extra 3, so gives people a little bit more content for free, which you'd have to pay for. And I always welcome these mods with, you know, a sigh of relief, to be honest, because sometimes these DLCs and vanilla games get a bit boring after a while. It just gives it a bit more flavour and something else to do. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.